Hey everybody, it's Coach, and today we're going to get our tentacles on. We're going to be talking about Deadzone 3.0 The Nameless.
All right, a little bit of scary coming at you. One of the newer factions in Deadzone, the Nameless. Okay, they are just a bunch of different aliens working together to a common cause, which is good. But when you think about it, it's some scary stuff going on here, and they are, like I said once before, that they are one of the coolest factions in Deadzone because of the variety of models. So let's get right into it. Let's break them down. All right, so the Psychotroid. Basically, he's got all of the same stuff. This is a great leader. If you notice, though, base is 60 mil for him. Really, a 60 millimeter base? I think that might be an error there because he fits on a 40. He's only a size 2. Why would you put him on a 60? It doesn't. To me, that doesn't make any sense. But I have a feeling that is incorrect. Change the name of his psychic attacks, which is Brain Freeze, Mind Control, and Hyperkinesis. And he has 36 points, 4 VPs. One of my favorite. He is just so good. So good. All right, so one of the newer models, because the Nameless came out at a certain point where the book came out, an escalation came out, and then new models came out. So a lot of this stuff was FAQ. So now it's in here. But the Heromite Prime is the big squiggly legged with the top is a crab lobster dude. Okay, very cool model. Okay, the Heromite Prime has gotten 3 hit points. Okay, so he's gone up in hit points. He's got a recon of 5+ now, which is good, and he's a drop suit. So, can drop down and he can get into an advantageous position. I don't know if you want to do that with your leader, though. I don't know, but maybe you can move him somewhere, keep him off the table. But his splat is hunkered down. The active model gains solid and tough abilities for the round. The active model may not perform an advance or sprint action this activation. All right, so solid and tough. Let's say you are in a fight, or you're gonna get trounced by somebody. Somebody's coming in, and you know that it's gonna happen. Solid and tough. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, still got the massive claws. AP2. He's come down in price to 24 points. Heavy on the VPs, but yeah, this is a guy who can do what he's got to do, man. Fight of 4, tenacious, AP2, massive claws. Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about my boy, the Blight. I love the causitic spittle. Love that. All right, I love that he's in there. So let's talk about some of the changes to him. The Ravenous Maw has lost an AP, but you've gained Toxic 1. All right, Frenzy 1 on a 4-up fight. Awesome. Okay, 3 VPs, 32 points. I still love this guy. The Blight is one of my favorite. Great model, great splat, really good. 32 points. In this army is expensive because this army goes from pretty cheap to expensive. So that's where it is, okay? But the Blight, one of my favorite leaders. Spawn was a specialist in escalation from Dreadball. He's one of the giants from Dreadball, but now I guess he got a promotion and he is a leader. So, the Spawn, even though he's a new leader, he's an old model. So, here's the changes. He didn't have a range attack. Now he has a range of 4+, recon of 6+, weight of health 1, tack 1, tenacious was there, size 3, 4 hit points, size 3 on a 40 mil base. Really? All right. So, from the depths, deploy a free, unactivated Scuttler model into a cube that contains a model from your strike team and no enemy models. In all ways, this new model acts as a member of your strike team, and VPs will be gained for killing it. So this guy pumps out Scuttlers. Pretty good. All right. The more you get, the better. Horde, and you put them close enough to where they can do some damage. Could work pretty good. He has the same weapons, the ripping tentacles and lashing tentacles, so ripping and lashing. But the ripping tentacles now have a frenzy 2 up from 1 and smash 1. So he's 3 VPs. Okay, he's come down. Actually, he's gone up from 23 to 34 points. I guess because he's a leader now, more stuff. But look at it like this, all right? He's a size 3. So just like the aberration, size 3. Okay? It's going to be bigger than a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of stuff. Size 3, you figure like Teratons, Plague, got a few big beasties. But most of the time, he's going to be bigger than everyone else. So let's say for 3, okay, 3. Charge in is 1. Bigger is another one, so that's 5. Smash is 6. Frenzy 2. This is one of the leaders that I like a lot, but he's going to get into the fray, okay? So 5 up survive, armor 1 with weight of health 1, which is resilient 1. It's going to be around for a while, okay? Not if you roll bad, but for 34 points, just like the other leader, the Blight, you got to get him in there, okay? Got to get him in there, get him working. Recon 6 Plus is pretty terrible, but, it is what it is. But yeah, the Spawn. Got a promotion. I'm digging it. Okay, so the Scuttlers, mostly everything's the same. The changes are that the weapons, instead of claws, now they have pincers, which is close combat, fight on 5s. Cost comes down from 8 to 7 points. Scuttlers are just your chaff, but that horde ability really makes them good. Okay, so let's talk Gunslinger. He's still a troop. Okay, he's gained Hacker. That's something new. Now, still has the twin crystal pistols. The only thing is that everything is the same. 13 points, just as before, 1 VP. But now he has Prey. And Prey takes the place of the Triclinic Shard, which, would basically give everybody extra points in combat. So now the Prey, you can light them up, and you're going to get an extra dice in combat and in shooting. Really powerful. Doesn't say it lasts a round, so I guess it lasts forever. So you're lit up forever. You got this stuff on you, this kind of pheromone stuck on you. You can't get it off. Yeah, Gunslinger is pretty good. I'm not too crazy about him. I think there are better troops in this list. Okay, so the Assassin has come down to a troop. He was a specialist. Now he's a troop. Did lose an AP, but he's come down to 1 VP and from 2 and from 17 points to 13 points as a troop. Yeah, these guys are a little... It's hard to get them going. You know what I mean? It's hard to get them going. They're pretty good in combat. Frenzy 2 doesn't hurt, but the fight of 5, I always take them, but I really haven't had much luck with them. I think they could be better. Something's missing. I think they're a little bit overpriced. I'll be honest. I think maybe 12 might have been better. Although stealthy with the jump pack works. They do move on a 2 to 3, which is awesome. So you get them into combat within like the first or second round, depending on what your opponent does. They're not terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'll take at least 2 or 3 of them in the list. But these guys are just sacrificial lambs in the list. But still good. Still good. So the Rifleman was a specialist. Now it's a rank and file. He's a troop. He's got a better shoot stat. Went from 5 now to a 4. That's pretty good. Okay. He's a troop. The crystal rifle's still range 10. Instead of a Triclinic Shard, they have Prey now. And instead of 2 VPs, it's 1 VP. These guys are good, man. I like them. 15 points, though. They do get blasted off the table because people hate putting Prey on their model, so they try to get rid of them quick. You got to put them upstairs. Put them somewhere where they can be advantageous. Don't think about getting them into a fight. It's not going to happen. But with the Armor 1, Resilient 1 on a Survive of 5, it's not too bad. But I'm telling you, they're bullet magnets. All right, so this is one of my favorite units in this game. When I take the Nameless, I always take the Carotids. Always take the Carotids. They got a little bit better. All right? They got a little bit better. Okay, so let's break them down right here. They're still one of 2 to 3. No shoot because they don't need it. But they fight on 4s. Okay? They do fight on 4s. Okay? Still Survive of 5, Armor 1, 2 hit points. They are size 2 now. So they're a little bigger. Size 2. Okay? And they were up from size 1 to 2. So I think it's better. They're on a 40 mil base. They've always been beast. But if you look here, They still have Frenzy 2, AP1. They've gone up in price, though. Boo. They've gone from 15 to 17. They are definitely worth it. These guys are fantastic. On a fight of 4, AP1 Frenzy 2 is fantastic. Oh, man. I've been using these guys all the time. Now, you really don't get a lot of them, in the starter packs or whatever, the Nameless packs. So what I use the Dreadball ones from the Nameless Dreadball team, and I love those things. They look like these big shrimp. All right, but yeah, the Carotid, solid unit, really good. Don't pass these guys up, man. They're really good. Put them in your list. Okay, so not the Heromite Prime, but the Heromite, same thing. He's got a drop suit now, so all the other stats are the same, but they have a drop suit, so they can get anywhere. Armor 1, but the Defender Shield means they're Armor 2. You can, as a size 2, you get like 2 Carotids or 2 Inkers with you, and he can defend them. Massive Claws are AP2, 2 VPs, but he's come down from 23 points to 20 points. I do like the Heromite. I'll be honest with you. I do. All right. I use the ones from Dreadball. Like I said, I would run the Nameless team in Dreadball, but I use these guys also in Deadzone. Yeah, so 20 points. It's a little hefty, but this is an AP2, so a fight of 4. I think the Defender Shield and Tenacious make them, with the fight of 4 and AP2, make them 20 points. If they had, let's say, Frenzy or something like that, maybe keep them at 23, but give them Frenzy where they could really get to work. But yeah, these are basically the Ogre lights, but they're cool. I do take them. I like to take at least 2 of them. All right, so the Magnemite is the new name of the Ogre, I guess, because the Ogre is in the GCPS, the Ogre with the gun. He was the big metal monster that we got in Star Saga, but he's basically all the same. I used to love these guys, but they lost tough, all right? So they lost tough. They were always a size 3, so they always had 4 hit points. But, these guys are on a 40 mil base. I don't know how that happens. They have gotten better, though, because you can't shoot them, because if it's only the 40 mil base, the stuff that hangs over, you can't shoot. So the side claws and everything. They lost the Defender Shield. All right, I don't know why they lost the Defender Shield, and didn't change in price. I guess people were, they were making them Armor 3 instead of Armor 2, so I guess that was a problem. But if that was the case, if you're taking away the Defender Shield, they should have come down in price at least 5 points, maybe 30 points. They're still good, but I would have rather had them with the Defender Shield. They still fight on 3s, Armor 2. 5-up survive hurts them. It really does. They get picked apart in shooting, with Armor 2. But still a solid unit. Great guys. I love that model. Okay, so needle drones have not changed. The only thing that's changed is that they're on a 40 mil base. Now, these guys are tiny. Why are they on a 40 mil base? I don't understand. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that that's also an error, like the Psychotroid. But, it's weird, a 10-point model on a 40 mil base. I don't know. I think that might be an issue or an oversight. But, yeah, needle drones are cool. All right, so let's get into the big Griblies here, man. All right, so the Bathymite. The Bathymite is the big kind of, like the Kraken or something like that, something from the depths. So let's break this down. Okay, a few new things. Now, the Bathymite before was 27 points, 3 VPs, and you had to add stuff to them. So that was like naked. The Bathymite did not have anything on them, which, I didn't understand. I didn't understand that. But you were able to, like arm him with different things. I guess different gene pools and strains made them change. But now it comes standard with the Massive Claws, which close combat AP2, okay? 3 VPs, come down to 27 cores. So for now, you're getting the massive claws for free. So before, the massive claws was 7 points, and they would add another VP, so it would be 4 VPs, and it would have been 34 points. So it's good now that it's massive claws or only 27 points. Now, it's up to you what you want to put on their back. Okay, you can get one of these cool upgrades that you put on the back. You can get the Crystal Cannon, which is range 8 AP 4, has Prey and Weight of Fire. Now it's going to add another VP, but it's come down in price. So it was 12 points, it's come down to 8 points, which is much better. Okay, so you have optional upgrades. You could put one of the things on the back, all right? So what I did was I magnetized it so I could take either one of these. So let's start with the Crystal Cannon. So the Crystal Cannons come down in price a lot, all right? It was 12 points, 1 VP. Now it's 8 points and 1 VP. So it's come down 4 points, a lot better, okay, pretty good. The Psionic Disruptor was 10 points. Now it's 3 points. Now you're losing AP2. It was AP2. Now it's 0 AP. But +1, and it gives you Psychic and Suppression. Okay? I think it should have maybe kept the AP. For, it's range 4. It's not that good. Now, the Crystal Launcher was 12 points. Comes down to 10 points. And also, the Triclinic Shard is gone. But you're getting Prey. And also, it's lost the AP. But instead of Frag 3, it's Frag 4, okay? Range 5. So, coming down from 12 to 10 is not bad, all right? I think I really like the Crystal Cannon. I know it's 8 points. I know it gets a little bit more expensive, but, having that AP4 really works. And this is a guy you can get in there. I mean, size 4, big boy on the block, 5 hit points, pretty good. Armor 3, you can't go wrong. This guy's a bargain, man. I love the Bathymite. Try to fit 2 of them in the army. It's hard though, but yeah, these guys are great. All right, let's talk about the big mamma jamma here. The Goliath, all right? Everything is the same. The big guy, he's a size 4. I don't put him on a 60 mil base. I guess you have to, but it looks silly. I just keep him off the base, all right? Everything is the same, but he's gone up. He was a size 4. Okay, size 4 before, which gives him 5 hit points. Now they're at 7 hit points. 7 hit points, all right? So from 5 to 7. I just want to say one thing, though. I've taken them. They're great. They do a lot of good work. I mean, think about this, right? You got a size 4. You have Smash 1. So you're almost always going to be bigger. 90% of the time, you're going to be bigger than somebody. And you're always rolling a minimum of 5 dice. If you charge in, it'll be 6 dice with Smash. That's pretty good. On a 3-up fight, use the Crushing Maw, AP3. I mean, it's 48 points, 5 VPs. You're talking hefty. But it works. But you got to watch, though, if somebody takes one of them 10 Killer Striders, with the AP4, taking out your armor, it's not bad. And armor 2 is a little bit, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Armor 2 is good, the reduction of AP. But there is stuff out there still with AP2, AP3. That's where you got to be worried about that. That's where you get the little Gribblies out there and start ripping those guys apart. Get them in combat so they can't shoot. But Goliath is very cool. He is expensive, like I said. 48 points, 5 VPs. You got to think about it, but he definitely does. He makes his money. All right, so the Terra was a support, but now it's a living legend. I guess it's because of the availability of the model, which makes sense. So now it is a living legend. 3 VPs, 24 points. The only difference is that it went from specialist to a living legend, like I said, and he's lost 1 AP. 24 points, 3 VPs. It's really expensive. There are other stuff better. I mean, it's only AP1. Fights on a 4 with only Frenzy 1. I mean, honestly, I would take a Carotid over this guy. They're size 2, same thing. Definitely Definitely, you can take 2 Carrotids for almost for the price of this Terror. Okay, so the Fear was a leader. Okay, he had the Creeping Fear. He was really good. I used to like him. He had the shoulder-mounted phaser. You know, he was 30 points, 3 VPs. But now they made him a living legend. I think this also comes down to, you know, you got to get him in Star Saga. And I don't know if they're putting him in the starter boxes or whatever. So most of his stats are the same, but the changes are this. Like I said, he's a living legend now. His ripping tentacles have lost an AP, but he's gained the Frenzy. So he's only Frenzy 1 before, Frenzy 2 now. The shoulder-mounted phaser has lost the AP, but still has weight of fire. So for 24 points, he's come down from 30 to 24. He still has TAC 1. All right, so if you break this down, Armor 1, Survivor 4, with weight of health 1, which is resilient. So that's good. He's going to be around a little bit. He fights on a 5, but you get a Frenzy 2, so that kind of evens itself out. No AP, that's not too good. He is only a size 1, which he was before. Yeah, he's cool. I mean, he's cool. The model's awesome. You know, I love this model, so I would take it just for that. But like I said, there's a lot of other things that are pretty good in here. For 24 points, you know, you can still take the Carotid. And now that his shoulder-mounted phaser has lost an AP, you know, for 24 points, it's still expensive. 3 VPs, he's heavy. I mean, you know, he could be taken out in one good round of firing with an A-Train. But Living Legend, you take 1 for fun. So this would be one guy you take for fun. Okay, Project Oberon is an original. He's one of the original, I would say, Living Legend or special character, whatnot. So he's got a few new things. One of the things is his stats are exactly the same. 4s across the board. He has weight of health 1, which is cool, right? Resilient 1. And he's stealthy now, so you can't get clear shot on him. His Neater has lost, has no AP, but now it has Prey and weight of fire 1, which is good. Toxic Shards gives you Toxic 1, an extra wound in a fight. 4-up fight, Toxic 1. Not bad. Not bad. 2 VPs, comes down in VPs and costs to 22. He's kind of cool. He's just something to take, but the Toxic is good. Prey helps you out. So essentially he's like a Rifleman and a, you know, he's like a Rifleman combination, Oberon with the Toxic. You know, he's cool. 22 points, 2 VPs. Not too bad. I would definitely take him. All right, so their equipment, a few things have changed. Energy Shield 2 has come down in price from 5 to 2, but Energy Shield 3 has gone up to 8. So I wonder what you would take, because most of this army is beasts. So, you know, you'd have to pick and choose where you want to put stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I would leave this stuff behind, and I would really pick more guys. And, you know, more dudes in the army than getting like ammo or energy shields and stuff like that. Okay, so the Nameless, the stuff of nightmares. The Council of 7 took over their world, messed it up, and they are pissed off. They're coming out to get you. These guys are great, man. They're a lot of fun. You can hoard them out, or you can take some real expensive stuff. You know, take some cheap troops and then hoard out the Bathymites, the Goliaths, the Magnamites now, the Heromites. All good, all good. I really do like this faction a lot. I love taking these guys. I love the mix of combat, shooting, psychic. I really do like that combination. They are a fun faction. They are a fun faction to paint because there really isn't any color schemes that would be outlandish or crazy. You let your creativity fly. They're just so good. So yeah, Nameless. If you don't have them, check them out. They're great. They're great.
If you want to see more Deadzone content, click this video right here. You know you want to click that one. And also, if you like what we're doing on the channel and you want to see more of it, click that subscribe button right there. Come on, you know you want to click it. But I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.